The man woke up and immediately sensed something was wrong. He realized he actually had a system panel. His role was a level 1 villager. It turned out he was playing an ultra-realistic VR game. Then he found a beginner gift pack hidden in a haystack. After leaving the stable, what came into view was a lush green village. But in the next second, Jack couldn't stay calm. What shocked him wasn't the villagers who suddenly appeared, but the bandits charging in from the distance. Yet the villagers didn't show the weakness he expected. Instead, they looked ready to throw hands. Seeing this, Jack decisively used the appraisal skill. The leader was not only a level 41 powerhouse, but also equipped with a blue-grade bandit headband. Sure enough, as the fight heated up, the situation quickly turned one-sided. But at that moment, Jack felt tempted, because the bandit leader was standing nearby with his back turned. Thinking he might gain a large amount of experience, Jack decided to go all in. After cleanly taking the leader's head, he jumped into the fight with lingering excitement. In real life, he was already a swordsmanship expert, and now with a fine blade in hand, he was even more deadly. In the blink of an eye, the area was left covered in corpses. Although he was a bit disappointed to have only leveled up once, under the village chief's guidance, Jack quickly stopped worrying. The chief had already gathered all the bandits' belongings, and Jack could take everything. Jack immediately picked up the bandit leader's headband, but after appraising it, he sensed something was off. It was just a blank item with no skills. Clearly, it had been swapped. After reporting this to the village chief, Jack thought feedback would take at least a few business days, but to his surprise, he got the correct headband back shortly after. It turned out a villager had stolen it. After sincerely apologizing to Jack, the chief's hand began to glow, and a card appeared at the same time. Seeing Jack's confusion, the chief explained it was an identity card generated when registering a slave, basically the equivalent of an ID. The thief would soon be sold as a slave, and as the victim, Jack would receive half the proceeds. At that point, the chief suddenly remembered. Jack still hadn't collected another reward. The bandits might have had bounties on them, which Jack could claim in nearby towns. If needed, the chief could even prepare a carriage for him. Jack naturally had no reason to refuse. The scene shifted to the next day. Following the chief's instructions, Jack first went to the knight's order. After collecting the bandit bounties, he immediately headed to the slave exchange. The thief sold for 30,000 naru. After giving half to the villagers, Jack prepared to leave, but the owner suddenly called out to him. Unlike the crude setting earlier, this conversation took place in a luxurious room. The owner asked if Jack was interested in buying slaves. Since a new batch had just arrived, Jack couldn't help but feel dismissive. To him, slaves were nothing but a burden. But the next second, images suddenly flooded his mind, and if Jack was still holding himself together before, the very next moment completely shattered his resolve. The collar around the girl's neck made her identity clear. Seeing the boy awaken, the owner calmly took a sip of tea, and said Jack had good taste. The girl was the shop's top pick, a wolfkin capable of fighting, with a pure and gentle personality. Originally priced at 600,000, she could now be taken for 420,000. Seeing Jack hesitate, the owner instantly understood, and kindly said that if Jack lacked funds, he could wait 5 days. He even dug a massive financial pit for him, but counting the bounty from killing the bandits, Jack was actually only 70,000 short. After careful consideration, only 2 paths lay before him. One was to keep hunting bandits for large bounties. The other was to earn money in the labyrinth. But having